have already encountered some standard modules from the standard.tce subset, like OpenURL or tbox Windows operations, which can be used to create automated test steps using the tbox framework. This standard subset comes with every Tosca installation. It can be found in the Tosca Projects Tosca Commander folder. In this subset, you are provided with a set of special execution task modules. Special execution task modules perform actions that would otherwise be difficult to automate, yet are commonly performed tasks. In the Automation Specialist courses, you have already used tbox OpenURL, tbox Window Operation, tbox Start Program, and tbox Set Buffer. Let's focus on some of the other modules. Within the standard modules package is a folder called File Operations, which can be used to steer or perform actions on files on your local drive. Remember, if you use the column chooser to add the description column, a brief description of the actions the modules perform is shown, as well as a short guide as to what is required with each module attribute when it becomes a test step value. These file operations modules include tbox image compare, tbox file existence, tbox file compare, tbox delete file, tbox copy file, and tbox read create file. Let's have a look at how some of these modules work. tbox file existence and tbox file compare. These tools use the tbox automation framework. Let's take a look at tbox file existence, tbox file compare, and tbox delete file. The tbox file existence module can be used if you want to verify whether a specific file has been saved in a given location. If we drag and drop this module to the test cases section to create a test step, you will see that the only information you have to enter is the directory location of the file as well as the file name. The action mode for the file will automatically be set to verify, and the file's existence will be verified in the specified directory location. tbox file compare does exactly as its name suggests and allows the contents of two files to be compared. You will need to enter the file paths for each of these two files you want to compare, and in this case, the action mode used is input. The result of this test step is that you will find out whether the contents of the two files are identical or not. It will, however, not specify what the differences are. tbox delete file allows you to delete a file. The two values you must enter to delete a file are the directory, which is the path to the folder or directory in which the file is located, and file, which is the name of the file in the specified directory that you would like to delete. Now we will look at some additional modules that can help get around some common problems with automation. tbox delete buffer. Using this module, you can either delete all buffers stored in the settings and their corresponding values, or specific buffers with their corresponding values. To delete all buffers, no values need to be entered. When the empty test step is run, all buffers and their values will be deleted. To delete only a specific buffer and its value, enter the buffer name into the value column and choose the action mode Select. When the test step is run, only this buffer will be deleted from the settings and all others will remain. tbox wait allows you to insert a static wait into your test case. You will only need to adjust the duration in milliseconds. A common question concerning tbox wait is, what is the difference between this module and the action mode wait on? Well, as you know, the action mode wait on delays the execution of the next test step value by waiting for a specific property or value. The wait duration is dynamic. The synchronization time for action mode wait on, meaning the maximum duration of this wait, can be modified in the Tosca settings. With tbox wait, Tosca will wait for the specified time period regardless of any changes in the SUT. T-Box Send Keys. T-Box Send Keys sends a key combination to the window in the foreground. The first value to enter is optional. This is the caption, which would find a window which is not in the foreground and bring it to the foreground. The action mode input would be used here. The second value is the keys value, where you indicate which keystroke to simulate. An entire list of possible keyboard commands can be found in the online manual. T-Box Clipboard. The clipboard module can be used to verify or buffer text that is in the clipboard. It can also be used to add text to the clipboard. Let's say you had previously used send keys to Control-C or copy text to the clipboard. You could then use the T-Box Clipboard module to verify the contents of the clipboard using the action mode Verify. You can also use the action mode Buffer to store the contents of the clipboard to a specified buffer. If you have an empty clipboard, but you want to enter some value into it that can be pasted, verified, or in some way used in another test step, you can simply add the text you wish to be entered to the clipboard, into the value column, and use the action mode input. T-Box Evaluation Tool. This module allows comparisons to be performed. The results of these comparisons can either be true or false. You only have one module attribute in this module called expression. This module attribute is used to define the comparison. Values that are to be handled as strings must be specified between single quotation marks. You can also use all dynamic expressions that are supported by Tosca T-Box. The T-Box dialog module can be used to steer Win32 dialogues without scanning them. In this case, we will need to indicate the caption of the dialog, for example, a pop-up dialog, and the button we want to press. This will automatically click the OK button. T-Box Save As. This module can be used to steer any Save As window to save a file to a designated path. There are 4 test step values which can be entered. First, the caption is the name of the screen or window to be steered, for example, Save As. Second, the file is the full directory where the file should be stored. Third, the button test step value should contain the name of the button to be clicked, for example, Save or Cancel. Finally, the confirmation pop-up step allows you to steer any subsequent dialog box that may appear. Only positive values can be steered, such as OK or Yes. If none of these are available, Tosca will simulate the pressing of the Enter key. This value is optional.